Miranda Henry jumping against Marta Moscarella. And we are underway. First possession to Mexico. Drive by Guzman, won't go. Rebounded by Castillo. And an offensive foul. Beg your pardon. Turnover by Mexico. Ball went out of bounds. Silvana and Freddie cheering for Colombia in the YouTube comments as Colombia takes an early 3-0 lead on the long distance bucket by Maria Perez, 16-year-old from Comuneros. Plays for Julio Rueda there, along with several players on this U16 Colombia national team. Ball on the floor and tied up. That should be Colombia ball on the alternating possession arrow, and it is. Now Maria Perez, her shot won't go, but the offensive rebound by Luisa Morantes. Try from the left wing by Maria Acosta. She loses it off her foot, and it's Mexico ball. That three-pointer is up and good, and we are tied up at 3. As Sandra Acuna scores. And now right back the other way. It's Moscarella with the layup. 5-3 Colombia just underway. So glad you can be tuned in wherever you're watching from around the world. Another 3 for Mexico. That one by Ariadna Vidales. One of 2 Wildcats Monterrey players. Playing for their head coach, Efrain Acuna, who leads that program. Now an open 3 for Marta Moscarella. Misses. Rebounded by Acuna. Carlos is supporting Colombia. Nicole says she's both Mexican and Colombian, so she doesn't know who to cheer for. How about if we just cheer for a good game? As a broadcaster, that's what I always do. I never take sides in a game. Good competitive game with good stories and nobody getting hurt. Shot blocked. Great defense there by Sandra Acuna, blocking that one out of bounds. Jay Alonso is watching from Antioquia, Colombia. That shot off the glass. Won't go in. Mexico with the rebound and a 1-point lead. Shot up and in. Marian Castillo. Off the dish from Ariadna Vidales, and Mexico leads 8-5. And the foul committed by Vidales. Offensive rebound for Acosta. Back up and in by Marta Moscarella. And Colombia back to within 1. 6:25 to play first quarter. Colombia's defense making this possession difficult for Mexico. And I believe Marian Castillo whistled for the travel. Yep, that was the call. So it's Colombia's ball with a chance to take the lead for the first time. Maria Fernanda watching from Colombia. That three rattles out. And Acuna leading the break, can't get the shot to fall. Offensive rebound. Putback is up and in for Marian Castillo. And it's 10-7 in favor of Mexico. Now the turnover. Shot blocked, but a foul call. If you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to FIBA the Basketball channel on YouTube. Don't miss a minute of this tournament. Plus, we've got lots of other great events worldwide coming up throughout the rest of this summer you won't want to miss. That free throw by Sandra Acuna is up and good. The 15-year-old hits both of them. And it's now a 5-point lead for Mexico. Layup at the other end is up and in. Marta Moscarella, she's already got 6 points on 3 of 5 shooting. Sandra Acuna leads Mexico with 8 of their 12 points. That three is good! Ariadna Vidales from way outside made that one look easy. And it's a 6-point lead now for Mexico. Colombia turns it over. Vidales could not complete the play. So now Colombia with a chance to draw back closer in this one. Shot blocked out of bounds. Now some substitutions for both sides. Timeout on the floor. 4:37 to play first quarter. Mexico leading 15-9. Fourth and final game of the day. In our first affair, Andrew Willett brought you an Argentine win over Dominican Republic, 72-62. And then Canada big over Brazil, 69-37. And concluding just about an hour ago, it was USA beating Puerto Rico by the score of 124-39. Four more games tomorrow on the second day of the group phase as we roll some first quarter highlights. It's going to be Canada, Dominican Republic at 12:30 local time, 2:30 Eastern in the U.S., followed by Argentina, Brazil, and then at 5:30, this Colombian team will take on Team USA. And then at 8 o'clock, it's going to be a fun one between Puerto Rico and Mexico. That three-pointer was up and good for Maria Perez off the assist by Luisa Morantes, and Colombia back to within 3. Esteban says, let's go Colombia. Jaguar Warrior is cheering. I just finished eating dinner before this game. Cheering for Mexico. Acosta scores, and Colombia back to within 1 inside 3:50 to play in this first quarter. And Acosta commits the foul. I think we should try for 300 likes on this game. We're at 104 already, and we're not even out of the first quarter. Marta Moscarella sits down for Colombia, and Valerine Lopez comes on in her place. A little bit of defensive pressure here from Mexico, rather from Colombia on Mexico. Acuna launches the three, just missed. She's got a nice natural stroke from long distance. Makes it look effortless. That three is up. A little too strong there for Luisa Morantes. Now Mexico back the other way. Colombia has gotten close a couple of times. Left-hand layup missing. And now here comes Colombia back, looking for the lead for the first time. Morantes picks up the dribble. Now the three-pointer is up and good. Maria Acosta gives Colombia their first lead of the game, 17-15. Naomi Guzman bring it up left side to Acuna. She puts up the contested shot and misses. Now Colombia looking to extend their lead for the first time. Morantes, now the kick out. Three on the way. Splash that one! Stephanie Vega hits the three-pointer, and now it's Colombia by 5. Stolen away by Maria Acosta. She gets it out to Valerine Lopez, and she saves it in bounds, and now Colombia resets the offense. Maria Perez working around the defense. She's able to attack and get the easy right-hand lay-in, and now Colombia is rolling, 22-15. Colombia on a 13-0 run. And they lead by 7. A little Euro into the lane by Acuna. Kick out three. A little too far. And the rebound, Luisa Morantes. The drive no good. And now Mexico looking to cut into this 7-point Colombia lead. Turnaround jumper is good. That was Ariadna Vidales, and Mexico trails by 5 with a minute to play in this first quarter. Colombia turns it over, and then Mexico turns it over on the break as Sandra Acuna expresses a little frustration there. 47.7 to play in this first quarter. Luisa Parra and Isabela Rincon on for Colombia. Morantes and Acosta sit down. Here's Rincon on the handoff, and the three by Perez. That misses. Luisa Parra tried to save it in bounds, but she had stepped on the end line and then touched the ball, so it's Mexico ball. Now Colombia showing a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Inbound pass tipped, knocked out of bounds by Stephanie Vega. Stephanie Vega, 15 years old, one of the 4 players from Comuneros on Colombia's squad. Comuneros head coach, Julio Rueda, head of this Colombian team. So he is very familiar with a number of these players. Back outside to Lopez. Drive into the lane. Vega misses the layup. And now the rebound. Miranda Henry can't finish. Game clock at 5. Shot clock is off. Here comes Maria Perez, the floater from outside the right elbow. And that is good. Pretty shot by Maria Perez to finish out the first quarter, and it's Colombia on top by the score of 24-17. And look at the drum line in the lower right corner of our picture. Team shooting numbers. For Mexico, Sandra Acuna, 8 points. Ariadna Vidales with 5. Marianne Castillo, 4. We'll run down the rest of the numbers when we come back.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
(24-17) after one quarter. Final game of the day of the opening day of competition at the 2023 FIBA Americas U16 Women's Championship. We started running down the individual numbers. For Mexico, Sandra Acuna, 8. Ariadna Valdez, 5. And Marianne Castillo, 4. For Colombia, Maria Acosta, 5 points. Stephanie Vega, 3. Marta Moscarella, 6 points. And Maria Perez with 10. My name's Craig Fada. Hope you've been enjoying this one. It's been a back-and-forth affair. Mexico led early. Colombia finally took the lead and ran it out to 7 points. On the strength of a 13-0 run late in the first quarter. Where it stands now, 24-17. Defender might have gotten a piece of that shot as the shot clock was winding down. Yeah, and that's what our official is saying. Orlando Varela Diaz saying the shot was tipped. So it's Mexico ball with 1 left on the shot clock. And they did not get it off. So a shot clock violation. Ariadna Vidales did not beat the buzzer. Go ahead and let us know where you're watching from, if you are so inclined, in the chat on our YouTube stream. Got a viewer in Bogota. Miranda Henry scores for Mexico to draw them to within 5. 26-19. And a nice job there by Adis Blanco to escape the defense. Blanco with her first 2 points. Shot clock at 8. Ball shoveled out to Isabella Rincon. Her three-pointer missed. And the baseline jumper rattles out. Rebound fought for, finally controlled. Count the bucket there for Stephanie Vega. Did not count that bucket, so it's still 26-21. Shot blocked by Ariadna Vidales, and here comes Mexico back the other way. Into the lane is Adis Blanco, and she draws the foul. First free throw for Adis Blanca, the 15-year-old from Linces Lázaro Cardenas, rolls off, and she'll get one more attempt with 7.5 minutes to play in this second quarter. Second offering is up and in, and Mexico now to within 4. Stephanie Vega had to get the offense reset, and now the drive block, but a foul called. That's going to be on Giovanna Molinar. So Marta Moscarella will go to the free throw line. So Dunk in the YouTube stream says, "Go Colombia, go." Mohamed Tamar says, "Go Mexico." Second free throw falls off on the left side. Ana de la Rosa, the rebound. Vidales on the attack as it poked out of bounds. It'll stay with Mexico. Quick pass out to Vidales. Her three-pointer misses, and the rebound grabbed under the bucket. And Moscarella leading the break. Throws it up, won't go. Some fancy footwork there by Adis Blanco. Gets it outside, and Acuña's three-pointer is wide left. Front court now is Maria Acosta. She gives it up right side. The drive by Maria Perez misses, but she will go to the free throw line. Beg your pardon, that's Lisa Ferrero. Our our YouTube commenters. Says Viva Mexico. Cheering for Valeria Lopez. Shot blocked by Mascarella, and here comes Colombia back the other way. Mascarella off the glass, won't go, but she draws the foul. There you get a great look at 15-year-old Marta Mascarella, 5'11", one of those Camuneros players for Julio Rueda. A little too strong on that first free throw. Second offering is up and good, and Colombia back to a 7-point lead at 29-22. Attack by Acuna, stolen out of there, and Mascarella is running. Loses the handle out of bounds. It goes off of a Mexico defender, and it'll be Colombia ball with 20 on the shot clock. If you're looking for additional content on these young ladies, as well as the young men that played last week, a beautiful inbound play, but Lisa Ferrero could not finish. If you're looking for additional content, head to Facebook and Instagram and follow us at NextGenHoops. Social media aimed specifically at these youth stars. Playing for their country, some of them for the first time in a big international competition. Oh, the seas parts for Lisa Ferrero. And now Colombia, their biggest lead of the game, 9. Fade away in the lane, pops out, rebound Mascarella. Foul called, count the bucket, says Feixiang. And Maria Perez will go to the free throw line following the timeout. Efrain Acuna wants to talk things over with his team. They suddenly find themselves down 11. For all the official tournament facts and figures, photos and videos, head to the official event website, FIBA.basketball/America/U16/2023. And when you reference this tournament on the socials, use the hashtag FIBA U16 Americas. Don't forget to subscribe to the basketball channel on YouTube. FIBA the basketball channel. Don't miss a minute of action from this event, as well as all the great stuff we have coming up later on this summer. Luz in the chat says, come on, Colombians. Santiago says Colombia is doing very well. Nearly 2,300 viewers on our stream right now. Give us a thumbs up if you haven't already. As the three-point play is complete, and it's a 12-point lead, 34-22. Acuna has her shot blocked, and Acuna shoves Moscarella in the back to commit the foul. Juliana Moscoso from Colombia is cheering. Maria Paulo Redas Manzano also cheering for Colombia. Martha Gueda Rojas cheering for Colombia as well. Where are our viewers cheering for Mexico? Let's hear from you in the YouTube chat. I know your team is down right now. Miguel says, let's go Colombia. Yurid says, let's go Colombia champions. Colombia's lead is 13 as we approach 4 minutes to play, and Mexico's defense breaks down, leading to the easy bucket for Lisa Ferrero. The floater by Sandra Acuna, no good, and then a whistle. Pedro is watching from the Philippines, says, vamos, Colombia and Mexico. That left-hand layup is good. Nice drive by Maria Acosta. All 5'4" of her. And Colombia leading by 17. Miranda Henry commits the foul. Drive by Vidales. The give to the right side, and a nice little floater there by Marian Castillo. And Mexico back to within 15. Nice spin move by Moscarella. Shot won't go. Rebounded by Miranda Henry. Mexico looking to make a dent in this lead before halftime. Drive by Guzman. Back out to Castillo. Baseline jumper won't go. Rebound pulled down and finally controlled by Marta Moscarella. Moscarella now 5 rebounds to go along with her 9 points. Maria Perez leading Colombia with 13. Ball movement by Mexico on the break, but the shot missed by Guzman, and here comes Colombia. Pretty baseline move. The floater won't fall in, but the putback is up and in. Very nicely done by Luisa Morantes. And now Acuna misses the shot, but she's going to go to the line to try to complete a pair. Question by Exit Mosquera Palacios says, how many teams qualify for the World Cup? 4 teams. out of this tournament will qualify. The semifinalists will all advance to the 2024 U17 World Cup in Turkey. And if you were in Fremont, California, drinking Colombian coffee from Mexico, wishing me a happy birthday in advance. I mentioned during the last game that my birthday's coming up Friday. No games Friday, so I'll be able to have an evening off to celebrate, which will be nice. Beautiful job saving that ball inbounds. And Stephanie Vega rewarded for saving that inbounds, gets it, drives to the bucket, and lays it in. And the lead is 17. 43-26, and the foul in the backcourt. Minute 3 to play in this second quarter. Ariadna Vidales. First free throw is up and good. Second offering by Vidales straight through. And now Vidales with 7 points. Inside of a minute to play in this second quarter now. Quick three launched. Just missed for Lisa Ferrero. Colombia gets it back. Ferrero underneath the bucket. Off the glass, no. And then stolen away. More great work by Stephanie Vega. She launches the long two, a little too strong. Rebound to Acuna. Here comes Vidales. Shot blocked out of bounds. It will be Mexico ball. They've got 18 left to shoot. Inbound to Castillo, and her shot is good. About 0.8 of a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 19.8. Now they reset the shot clock to 14. And Efrain Acuna takes timeout. His team trailing by 13, 43-30. Just a couple of ticks under 20 seconds left. Again, this is our fourth and final game of the day, the opening day of competition at the 2023 FIBA Americas U16 Women's Championship, live from Poliforum Zamna in Merida, Mexico. Our first game of the day, Argentina defeated Dominican Republic 72-62, and then it was Canada big over Brazil 69-37. First evening game, USA bounced Puerto Rico 124-39. How young will I be this coming Friday? Cardio Time asks in the chat. See if you can tell by the sound of my voice. First free throw is up and good for Luisa Morantes. Marcos says, "Vamos Colombia." They are almosting indeed. 44-30. Up ahead to Naomi Guzman. Shot clock is off. Game clock at 13. Hand off to Acuna. That three-pointer missing wide right. Offensive rebound and put back no good by Miranda Henry. And the buzzer sounds with Colombia on top by 15, 45-30 at the end of one half of play. There's the shooting numbers. Colombia much better than Mexico. Mexico percentage-wise better on three-pointers and free throws. As we run down the individual tally, Sandra Acuna 10 points, Marian Castillo 8, Miranda Henry 2, Ariadna Vidales with 7, Alice Blanco 3 for Mexico. For Colombia, Lisa Ferrero 5, Luisa Morantes 4, Marta Moscarella 9 points and 7 rebounds. Morantes also had 7 boards. Maria Perez 13 points, 5 rebounds. Stephanie Vega 5 points. Maria Acosta had 9, as well as 2 steals. Mexico 13 first half turnovers to just 4 for Colombia. Mexico being out rebounded by Colombia by just 1, 30-29. So if Mexico is going to come back in the second half, they need to take a little bit better care of the ball and need to shoot a little bit better. 45-30 in favor of Colombia after one half of play. This is the 2023 FIBA Americas U16 Women's Championship live from Poliforum Zamna in Merida, Mexico. My name is Craig Feda. Hope you've been enjoying this game so far. We will have second half action when we return.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Welcome back to Poliform Zamna in Merida, Mexico. It's the 2023 FIBA Americas U16 Women's Championship. Fourth and final game of the day. My name's Craig Feda. Hope you've been enjoying this one so far. Mexico led early. Colombia took the lead toward the end of the first quarter on the strength of a 13-0 run. And they extended it in the second. And now lead coming out of the break, 45-30. Three-pointer up on the way. That rattles out for Moscarella. Foul on the putback. A lot of great chat going on our YouTube stream. Appreciate all the engagement. Nearly 1,700 folks watching right now. If you have not already, go ahead and give us a thumbs up on our broadcast to show your support of FIBA's coverage of the youth international game, especially the ladies. I think we can get to 300 likes on this game. Question in the chat if I'm planning on doing FIBA in the Philippines at the World Cup. Well, I won't be going to the Philippines if they have me do any games. It'll be remote. But I have not yet been given any assignments for that tournament. We got the U19 World Cup coming up, so I'll be doing those games. And if you have not already, go ahead and give us a shout wherever you're watching from. Javier Rivera says, "Vamos, Colombia." Rebound by Marian Castillo, and here comes Mexico. Shot won't go in for Adis Blanco. And now Colombia gets the offense set up. 3 games already in the books. Argentina defeating Dominican Republic by the score of 72-62. Ferrero misses the 3. Rebound grabbed by Miranda Henry. Second game of the day, it was Canada over Brazil, 69-37. And USA over Puerto Rico, 124-39. Pedro asks, who is Craig? Well, that's me. I'm your play-by-play person for this game. Dibbin says, go Mexico. 4 more games on tap for tomorrow. Canada, Dominican Republic will kick us off at 12:30 local time. Argentina, Brazil. Will be next. And then the evening games. Colombia, USA at 5:30 local time, 7:30 Eastern in the US and Canada. Nice little sidestep move there. The jumper won't fall. Rebound tapped and controlled by Mexico. And then our finale tomorrow, Puerto Rico and Mexico. That one's going to be a fun one. A lot more basketball to be played here, though. Bank job! Ariadna Vidales takes that one off the window, and she's got 10 now. And Mexico back to within 11. Oh, pretty skip step into the lane, but it just won't fall for Marian Castillo, 16-year-old from OBP Hermosillo. Stolen away by Mexico. They give to Acuna. She goes off the glass and in. And Mexico back to 11, 48-37. Acuna now with 12. That three-pointer is up and good. As I beg your pardon, that's Maria Perez has the answer. Kick out. Ferrero thought about the three and now instead launched from straight on by Maria Perez. Misses. The floater followed by Ferrero, no good. And now Mexico a chance again. They've got a 2-on-1. Ariadne Vidales takes it herself, lays it in with the left hand. Vidales now with 12. Floater won't go for Ferrero. Rebound ripped down by Miranda Henry. Billy Everling says, there's a FIBA game on. I'm watching it. That's true basketball fandom and devotion. Appreciate all the kind comments in the chat. King Bowman says, what does FIBA U16 mean? U16 is just the age. 16 years and under. Moscarella answers with a three-pointer. Naomi Guzman scores. Got a comment in the chat that Mexico's starting to wake up. They may have had some nerves coming out on this one, playing on their home floor. Remember, these kids are just 16 years and under, so they're not necessarily used to these big venues, the bright lights, the TV cameras, all the media. You know, they're used to their home gyms, in their schools. Nice job by Maria Acosta. 15 years old from Saltamontes. King Bowman in the chat says, thank you, my daughter will be here someday. Well, we hope so. Wow, beautiful pass up ahead. The one-hand sling from Lisa Ferrero, but Colombia cannot connect. And now Acuna at the other end can't get it to go. Rebound pulled out of there. And now it's Colombia back the other way. 3:50 to play, third quarter. Somebody watching from the Philippines. Luis says, let's go, Colombia. That jumper from Maria Acosta is good. Jose asks, what are the games tomorrow? We've got Canada, Dominican Republic, Argentina, Brazil, followed by Colombia, USA, and Puerto Rico and Mexico. Shot clock at 5. Over the head pass. 3 on the way, just missed by Moscarella. And now Mexico trailing by 17. Shot missed and the rebound, Moscarella. 2:20 to play third quarter. Jose asks, when does Puerto Rico play? Puerto Rico played earlier, lost to USA 124-39. And then Puerto Rico will play Mexico tomorrow night at 8 local time, 10 o'clock Eastern time in the U.S. and Canada. King Bowman asks, anybody from the USA we should watch for? Yeah, pretty much their whole roster. They've got a lot of good players. There was really nobody on USA today that wasn't impressive. They made it look so easy and so effortless. Miranda Henry looking up to the roof, perhaps the skies, perhaps a little beyond that for assistance on this free throw. Hits the second. Almost a little Fernando Valenzuela from the 80s. Remember in his delivery, he would, in the middle of his windup, look up to the heavens before firing that screwball to home plate. Shot clock at 4. Ferrero gets it out. 3 on the way from Maria Perez, no good. A long pass up ahead. And the layup is good. Naomi Guzman scores to get Mexico back to within 14. Question in the chat, where is Isabella Escribano for Mexico? I don't think she's played yet. I beg your pardon, she has played 3 minutes and 1 second in this game. She has not scored, and she missed the only shot that she took. Lisa Ferrero says that ball was tipped, but the official did not see it. Timeout on the floor with just a couple of seconds below a minute remaining in this third quarter. Mexico trailing by 14, 58-44. Mexico shooting just under 31% from the floor. They're shooting 4 of 10 from beyond the arc and 8 of 10 from the free throw line. But their two-point shooting has not been strong. 28.6%, 12 of 42 from the floor. Colombia, meanwhile, not much better. 31% overall, 38% from two-point range. But Colombia has taken 18 more shots overall. Those all from three-point range. Colombia has hit on 6 of 28 three-pointers. And they've hit on 8 of 13 free throws. Rebounds about even. Colombia leading in that category, 43-42. Colombia has taken very good care of the ball. Only 5 turnovers. Mexico with 16. A little too much juice on that layup for Miranda Henry, but Naomi Guzman tracks it down. It gets poked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Mexico on the foul. So Mexico will have 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Luz says, let's go, Colombia. Marian Castillo fading away from 15. Misses everything, and now Colombia getting the offense set up. Pass intercepted by Acuna. Acuna leading the 4-on-3. Takes it herself off the window and in. Confident take there by Sandra Acuna. Game clock down to 3 for this quarter. Colombia's got to get a shot off. Finally, from long range, just missing, Maria Perez. And the third quarter comes to an end with Mexico trailing Colombia by the score of 58-46. Once again, we talked about the shooting numbers. Let's talk about the individual tally. Sandra Acuna, 14.6 rebounds, 2 steals. Marianne Castillo, 8 points. And we'll get to the rest in just a few moments.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands. It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
(58-46) in favor of Colombia after 3 quarters. Mexico outscoring Colombia in that third quarter, 16-13. As we look at the individual numbers again, Sandra Acuna, 14.6 boards from Mexico, 2 steals as well. Marianne Castillo, 8 points. Naomi Guzman, 4. Yolanda Henry, 5 points, 15 rebounds. Ariadna Vidales, 12 points. Adis Blanco has 3. And that rounds out the scoring for Mexico. For Colombia, Maria Acosta has 13 points and 3 steals. Luisa Morantes, 4 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Maria Perez, 16 points, 5 boards. Stephanie Vega, 5 points, 4 rebounds. Lisa Ferrero, 5 points. Marta Moscarella, 15 points, 11 rebounds, so she's gotten the double-double. And that's it for the scoring on Colombia. My name's Craig Fade. I hope you've been enjoying this one. Mexico led for most of the first quarter before Colombia took over, and it's been all Colombia since then. Appreciate all the engagement on the YouTube stream. Have not already, let us know where you're watching from. Give us a thumbs up on the broadcast. Oh, pretty move there. Very nicely done. Marianne Castillo gets Mexico to within 10. 260 likes on this game. Can we get to 300? I know we can. More than 2,200 folks watching right now. I need just a few of you to hit that thumbs up button below the stream. Shot clock at 2. Colombia finally gets it off. And the shot missed. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Mexico ball with a chance to cut this lead down to single digits. Now Colombia with a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Now they back off. Dallas back to Acuna. Shot clock at 4. Acuna's going to have to put it up. She drives, gets it away, count the bucket, and she's going to go to the line for the and one. Sandra Acuna turns the Jets on as the shot clock was winding down. I thought she was going to have to put up a prayer from about 18 feet. She says, I'll show you, accelerates to the bucket, lays it in, and draws the foul. And now Colombia wants timeout. Mexico back to within 8 at the start of this fourth quarter. A 4-0 burst to start the period with a chance to add a 5th point from the free throw line. Well, Farina says, Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. And Sandra Acuna, the captain of this Mexico team, is pumped up. Sandra Acuna will go to the free throw line following this timeout. She is 4 for 4 from the stripe as the drum line here in Poliform Zanda in Merida starts to make some noise. Throw is no good, and now at the other end, count the 3. That's a big bucket there for Colombia. Luisa Morantes hits the three-pointer, and she's got 7. Shot clock at 3 again with the clock winding down. Colombia the rebound. Drum line here in this early part of this fourth quarter reminds me of the noise in Palacio de los Deportes in Mexico City during the FIBA Americas Men's Championship in 2015. Just an unbelievable atmosphere there. I think there were 40 or so NBA players in that tournament, and it was loud. Jennifer says she can't wait for the Asia Women's Cup U16. And is that going to be a travel? It is. Drag the pivot foot. One of of our viewers says this arena looks huge. I think it seats about 6,000, maybe 6,500. $6,640. The seats for this arena. Second free throw falls off to the right side. Offensive rebound put back up and in by Miranda Henry. And Mexico back to within 8, 61-53. Now the baseline drive and the kick out. Colombia moves it around the outside. Right-hand layup won't go for Luisa Morantes. And now Acuña's got it. Back outside to Acuña, 10 to shoot. Around the screen by Castillo. She launches the three. Missed everything, and that is going to be Colombia ball. Up to 282 likes now, more than 2,500 folks watching. We can get over 300, can't we? If you haven't already, give us that thumbs up. Support FIBA's coverage of international youth and women's basketball. Here's the drive by Ferrero, cut off. Back out. The take by Moscarella, and that's a travel. And Moscarella better be careful. Having some words for the official that made the traveling call, saying she was held. If you're unfamiliar with FIBA officiating, you don't get a lot of leeway like you do in the States. Wow! Underhand scoop there. Tough shot by Marian Castillo. Mexico to within 6. Colombia for the answer from three-point range. No good. Rebound ripped away by Maria Acosta. She goes after another one and rips it out of there. And now Marian Castillo blocks her shot out of bounds, but Maria Acosta has to slap the handcuffs on her after this game for all that thievery on this last couple of possessions. Shot blocked, that time by Henry. Finally, Mexico is able to get it under control. Miranda Henry. Now Acuña, and she travels at the other end. Definitely losing control. Look at the effort by Maria Acosta. That was 2 steals in succession that she had right under her own bucket. Would not be denied. Inside 5 minutes to play now. Mexico trailing by 8. If you were asking what was the final score for U.S. versus Puerto Rico, it was USA 124, Puerto Rico 39 in that game. 3 just short. And now Mexico again with a chance to draw ever closer. Behind the back move by Naomi Guzman, won't fall. Rebound pulled down by Moscarella. Stolen away. What a great defensive play there by Adriana Vidales. She misses the 3. Rebound corralled by Miranda Henry. This 3 is on the way. Missed. And you can hear the crowd living and dying with each shot and good play by Mexico. What a great atmosphere. Oh, nice step aside. Rebound back tapped by Acuna, but it ends up in the hands of Acosta. Now Colombia running a little more time, getting the offense reset. Back outside, 3 on the way, Perez. No. Acuna on the attack, off the glass. Perhaps forced that one up over a pair of defenders. Look at the beautiful behind-the-back dribble by Guzman. Just would not fall. And now the steal by Vidales. So a timeout on the floor. Mexico still down by 8. 3:20 to play, dare I say, in regulation. Question in the chat asking me if I can rap. The answer to that is a definitive no. Might be able to recite Paul Revere by the Beastie Boys, but that's about as far as I'll go. Certainly won't do that on this broadcast. Checking in from the Philippines. Hey, we are 8 likes short of 300. Go ahead and give us that thumbs up if you would. More than 2,500 folks watching right now. The score of the USA-Puerto Rico game was 124-39. Lots of folks cheering for Colombia in our chat. Maybe all the fans of Mexico are at this game. Three-pointer missed. And that foul is going to be on Maria Acosta. So now 14 fouls on Colombia. Lauren says, here's another like. Thank you. We're over 300 now. The prayer almost falls in for Castillo, but she gets it back. Now she tries to get it to Miranda Henry, but the pass intercepted. Inside 2:50 to play. The give under the bucket blocked, but a foul called. Misses the free throw. She's now 4 of 9 from the free throw line. She's got one more coming. Second one misses. That goes out of bounds, and it'll be Mexico ball. Miranda Henry was fighting for that, but it went off of Maria Perez. Three on the way from Acuna. Front iron, no. Rebound. Henry, yes! Miranda Henry follows it with the left hand. And Mexico to within 6. 2.5 minutes left to play. Shot swatted out of there by Marian Castillo. Now a 3. Acosta, no. Rebound, Moscarella. And an offensive foul on Moscarella after the rebound. And that is going to be Mexico ball. Moscarella asking for some clarification. And again, Moscarella, got to be careful. Orlando Varela Diaz showing lots of patience and restraint. Escorts her to her bench as Moscarella sits down with her 5th foul. That will send Mariant Castillo to the free throw line. I can see Moscarella's point. There was not really that much egregious contact. It was just that Moscarella is considerably bigger and knocked the player to the floor. When they just came into contact, it looked a lot worse than it was. Second free throw misses. Rebounded by Valerín Lopez. Long three from straight on. Missed wide left by Perez. Some 46 to play. Shot clock at 8. Nice fake by Acosta. But now here comes Mexico, trailing by 6. Acuna. And now the feed down low to Molinar. Back outside. This is Blanco behind the back into the lane. And she turns it over. Colombia finally gets it. Up ahead, and the right-hand lay-in by Lisa Ferrero is good. Vidales goes to the glass with the left hand. That won't fall, and the rebound to Ferrero. I believe a question a little bit ago, will both of these teams have to play USA? Yes. Colombia takes on USA tomorrow, and then Mexico will take on USA on Thursday. 5 left on the shot clock. 3 on the way, no good. Rebounded by Blanco. Kick out. 3 from Vidales. No. So Mexico made a run at it in the fourth quarter. They just could not get past the hump. As Sandra Acuna is called for the foul. One more timeout with 23 seconds to play. Hey, how about that? 314 likes. We surpassed our goal. Sure appreciate all the engagement on our YouTube stream. Once again, our fourth and final game of the day. Argentina defeated Dominican Republic 72-62. Canada down Brazil 69-37. And in our first game of the evening, USA over Puerto Rico 124-39. Once again tomorrow, Willett will have our first game at 12:30 local time between Canada and Dominican Republic, and then at 3 it'll be Argentina-Brazil. Then I will be back behind the mic for Colombia USA at 5:30. 8 o'clock, it's going to be Puerto Rico and Mexico. 18.6 to play, and Mexico commits the foul. Trailing by 8. 18.6 seconds to play. First free throw is through. Hey, do you think we can get to maybe 350 on our likes? Nearly 2,700 people watching right now. Even if just 5% of you click that thumbs up button, we'll be over 350. I know that's asking a lot. The pull-up J there is good, but too little too late. As Vidal is now with 14 points. With 10.6 to play, Mexico commits the foul. Rico in our chat cheering for Colombia. Carla Velasco says, congratulations, girls, as it is about to become official. And now it is. Colombia with the 8-point win over Mexico, 67-58. Outscores Colombia 12-9 in the fourth quarter, but Colombia able to hold on, and this one is final. Let's take a look at the shooting numbers. Neither team particularly blistering from the floor. Colombia put up a lot more shots than Mexico did, though. Rebounds dead even at 60 apiece. Assists even at 9 apiece. And Colombia with 8 more steals. Let's check out the individual numbers. For Mexico, the captain, Sandra Acuña, 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals along with 2 blocks. Marian Castillo, 12 points, 14 rebounds. Block shots. Naomi Guzman, 5 points, 4 rebounds. As we roll the highlights from the fourth and final game of the day here at Poliforum Zamna in Mérida, Mexico. Miranda Henry had 9 points, 21 rebounds for Miranda Henry. Unbelievable. Dennis Rodman numbers, 9 points, 21 rebounds. She also had 1 steal and 2 blocked shots. Ariadna Vidales, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Adis Blanco, 3 points, 3 rebounds. And that rounds it out for Mexico. For Colombia, Maria Acosta, 5 points. She had 5 rebounds and 5 steals. Lisa Ferrero, 7 points, 6 rebounds. Luisa Morantes, 7 points, 12 boards. Maria Perez, 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals. Marta Moscarella, 15 points, 12 rebounds. She also had 2 steals and 4 blocked shots. And rounding out the scoring for Colombia, it's Stephanie Vega, 5 points, 5 rebounds. She also had 2 steals and a block. Once again, the final score, Colombia defeats Mexico 67-58. Colombia will take on USA tomorrow, while Mexico will host Puerto Rico. For everybody at FIBA and SPALK, we'd like to say thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all the engagement, up to nearly 340 likes on our YouTube stream. We were hoping for 300. So way to go, everybody. Appreciate all the engagement, all the great conversation. Once again, my name's Craig Feta. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow live from Poliforum Zamna in Merida, Mexico.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.